One story making waves in the entertainment industry is the controversy surrounding Drew Barrymore's talk show amidst an ongoing writer's strike. Fans and fellow celebrities alike are expressing disappointment over her decision to continue her show without writers. The strike, initiated by SAG-AFTRA and WGA back in July, serves as a protest against several issues plaguing the entertainment world. One of the key concerns shared by both parties is the rise of AI technology, which poses a threat to writers and actors alike. The fear is that companies might replace human jobs with artificial intelligence, potentially leading to a loss of employment opportunities. Writers are advocating for minimum staffing requirements in series, while actors are seeking changes to self-taped auditions rules. Streaming services, a dominant force in the industry, have played a significant role in these issues. Shorter seasons, reduced residual pay, and other challenges associated with the expansion of streaming platforms have made it increasingly difficult for actors and writers to sustain their livelihoods. The pervasive fear of AI in the entertainment industry is a valid concern. AI has advanced to a point where it can generate content, including scripts that closely mimic human creativity. This raises questions about the future of writers and actors that's increasingly reliant on technology. I mean, there is not a single industry that I don't think fears AI taking over their job just a bit. For actors, there's the added concern that AI could replicate their likeness, potentially dismissing the need for real-life performers, especially for groups such as background actors. While AI can be cost-effective for production companies, it has the potential to drastically reduce job opportunities in already competitive fields. Big companies would no longer have to hire writers or actors if they replace with AI. And many supporting the strike wants to feel secure with the position and not having to worry about a robot taking it one day. Some prominent celebrities such as Seth MacFarlane and Pete Davidson have thrown their support behind those participating in the strike. Pete Davidson, known for his comedic talents and generosity, was spotted handing out pizza to protesters. Meanwhile, Seth MacFarlane, with his massive $200 million deal with NBC Universal, has taken a stand by quote-unquote quitting Family Guy and American Dad while the WGA reaches a satisfactory agreement. It's heartening to see influential figures in the industry use their platforms to support those who might not have the same resources or voice. Especially with these two major celebrities, their support just further proves how many people have the backs of those striking. However, this support from other celebrities highlights the confusion surrounding Drew Barrymore's decision to continue her show amidst the strike. While her show may not directly violate any SAG-AFTRA rules, it does employ WGA writers. This means that her show will either involve non-WGA members violating members of the WGA, or potentially no writers at all. It is important to acknowledge the diverse opinions surrounding Drew Barrymore's show continuation, and some fans and industry insiders have expressed their disappointment, much like Felicia Day, known for her role in Supernatural. There were even reports of audience members being removed from the show's live tapings for showing support towards the strike. Critics argue that if we are going to scrutinize Drew Barrymore, we should do the same for all the shows continuing during the strike and not just hers. This situation raises questions about the industry's dynamic, ethics, and the role of celebrities in advocating for change. What are your thoughts on this complex issue? We would love to hear from you.
Drew Barrymore had a bit of a scare on Monday night after a creepy encounter with a fan. The actress was in the middle of interviewing singer Renee Rapp at the 92nd Street Y in New York City, when the pair were forced to promptly exit the stage after an audience member rushed the stage and began speaking to her. While the women were speaking, a man interrupted and yelled, "Drew Barrymore." The actress, who was clearly frazzled as the audience member approached her, said, "Oh my god, yes, hi." The mystery man then identified himself, saying, "I'm Chad Michael Busteau. You know who I am. I need to see you at some point while I'm here in New York." That's when security intervened, surrounding Busteau on all sides, telling him to back up, and Rapp swiftly escorted Barrymore off stage. Luckily, the situation never got out of hand, but it was still a scare, I'm sure. The confused audience sat in silence for a few moments after the interruption before a staff member took to the stage to apologize, saying, "Hi everyone, sorry about that, just give us 1 minute." Thankfully, Barrymore and Rapp returned to continue their conversation about the singer's recently released album, Snow Angel. Once back on stage, Barrymore told Renee, "Well, I have a new definition of your sexiness. It's that level of protectiveness. You went full bodyguard. You are my Kevin Costner." The actress was clearly impressed by Rapp's quick thinking, and she returned the compliment, praising Drew's professionalism as she returned to the stage so quickly. She shared, "They were like, 'Hey, do you need anything? Just a second.' She was like, 'Oh no, I've got it, I'm good.'" Entertainment journalist Mackenzie Morrell wrote on Twitter, "It was such an amazing time despite the alarming hiccup in the beginning with Drew's stalker. Both handled it like bosses and recovered quickly to continue an awesome conversation. There are a lot of people online referring to this man as Barrymore's stalker, but I'm not certain that it's been confirmed by Barrymore or her team. A lot of fans have been praising Rapp's quick action in getting Barrymore off stage under the clips of the incident online. One fan said the way Renee read the situation so fast. Another said before he even got anywhere near them, Renee was like, nope, this is not good, we're out. And that's some good instinct. Others noted Barrymore's initially warm response to the interruption was a testament to her kindness and enthusiasm. As of now, neither Rapp nor Barrymore have said anything further about the situation. Have you seen the clip? Are you a fan of Barrymore? Let me hear all of your thoughts on this situation in the comments below.
Drew Barrymore was a child star, gaining her fame when she was just 4 years old in 1982's E.T. But with a lot of child stars, too much money and fame at a young age can cause them to make bad decisions. And after Drew quickly gained the reputation of a party girl in her preteen years, she was blacklisted from Hollywood, and she's opening up about it all in a new interview. Hey, what's up everyone? It's Mackenzie here, and today on the channel I'm going to be filling you in on the truth about Drew Barrymore's past. But before we get into it, make sure to like and subscribe below. Also check out our playlist up there for more news stories like this. Drew has been an A-list celebrity since she was only a child, but she has shied away from opening up about the darker times she experienced along the way, until now. She spoke with The Sun over the weekend, speaking about how incredibly lucky she is to have her new daytime talk show. Talking about the show, saying, quote, "I don't know how I ended up here, but I will never lose sight of how lucky I am. Being blacklisted at 12, I appreciate every job that I have." And the blacklisting that she's talking about came from her reputation as a wild child star, because at a very young age she was using hard drugs on a very regular basis. Adding, quote, "I know what it's like to lose and work for things and be so lucky and have the opportunities I have and everything in between. I don't think there's much to hide at this point." Opening up about how her mother, who was a socialite, would bring her to venues like New York's infamous Studio 54, which was a nightclub. And just a few years after gaining her fame at 12 years old, she was already considered damaged goods. Because of how out of hand that Drew got, her mother even sent her away to a behavioral institution as an attempt to stop her partying. Drew recently talked about this on her new show, as Paris Hilton was the guest, and if you saw my last video on Paris Hilton, you know she's still scarred to this day because of the terrible treatment she was put through at Provo Canyon School. And Paris is becoming even more vocal in her pleas to have the school closed down, because the school made lasting and negative changes on Paris's life. With Drew opening up that when she was watching Paris's documentary, it was like looking in a mirror, because she had gone through the same things. What they're saying in the episode, quote, "I've had the people come and take me away. I've been locked up in solitary confinement. I've been in a place for lengthy periods of time." We're talking year and a half plus. That sent Drew into a downward spiral, and at the age of 14, she had tried to take her own life. And after being in rehab at the age of 15, she filed for emancipation from her mother. She moved into her own apartment in West Hollywood and started waitressing in a coffee shop, a job that Drew says that she wasn't very good at. At the same time, she tried to do what she could to start over in showbiz. And now that Drew is healthy and happy with a beautiful family as well as a daytime talk show, she knows just how fortunate that she is. Finishing off the interview saying, quote, "I'm honored anyone will come on the show. I'm not an assuming person. I've been in this industry my whole life, but I'm just as excited to be around people of note as anyone would be." Alright everyone, that's all for the story today. Let me know what you're thinking about all this down below. I'm personally too young to know what kinds of tabloid stories were coming out about Drew, back in the day, and what kinds of things she got up to, but if you remember Drew back then, what do you think about her changes now? Anyways everyone, that is all for me today. Thank you so much for sticking around if you made it all the way here, and again, make sure to like and subscribe below. Also check out the hosts on our social medias if you want to see more of us. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.